welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over my 2022 favorite art supplies. So this year has been a difficult year, to be honest. I think it started off really well, and then our blog has been hitting the town and it was a bit tough, but nonetheless, I still have a few art supplies that I really enjoyed using this year. Now, I do want to say it's not as good as last year's, to be honest. I didn't do a lot of painting. I did do quite a few like digital art stuff, but not too much. I didn't do a lot of finished artwork. I was trying to do a lot of different things this year. I tried really a little bit of everything this year. Yeah, this year has been a simpler year, to be fair, and even the art supplies that I'm going to talk about this year are simpler. So if you want to see more painterly stuff, last year's favorites is also up and you can definitely check that out. So that being said, I'm gonna go over all of the art supplies that I've been having a lot of fun using recently and that I either found out or rediscovered this year. I do want to say also, everything that I mentioned will be linked down below, or the equivalent of the things that I use are going to be linked down below. So my first favorite art supply that I found out this year, it was actually towards the end of the year, and that was a fountain pen. So I have never used fountain pens ever. I don't do calligraphy or any of that, but I saw Jess Carp using fountain pens in her sketchbook, and I've always wanted to try it, and I kind of found it and I thought, well, why not try it? I do think I got a really thick tip. I should have gotten a thinner tipped one. But that being said, this is a really nice pen. This is by Faber-Castell, and I just, the volume you can get with these pens, and even writing, just writing with them, your letters look really nice, even without anything special. Just your regular handwriting looks really, really nice. And this does like really like fast strikes across the paper. It looks amazing. Granted, I only have like these little blue cartridges, so I definitely want to find like red and purple and green and all of these different colors, but this is basically how you get the ink on the pen, and it's great. The one other thing that's really great with these pens is that you can buy separately these cartridges. These are refillable cartridges that you can just fill up with ink and just use them. It has to be fountain pen ink, and it has to be water-based ink, so no alcohol-based ink, so no permanent ink of any type, otherwise you will definitely ruin your pen. Trust me, I did that mistake the first day I got this, because I thought, oh, I have some inks, let me try. I have some black ink, and it was permanent ink. I didn't realize, and it almost clogged up my pen. So make sure you get water-based inks, and you can like just refill this, clean it up, change the color, whatever you want, instead of constantly having to buy refillables. It's also more ecological in a sense, because you just have this one thing and it's good to go. Or you can buy a few of these and have one for each color of ink you have. It's amazing. I really like it. I love sketching with this on my sketchbook. I don't know, it's such a simple thing, but I never gave it a try, and I really am happy I did, and I'm hoping that next year I'll find more like colors of this. Number two, the second thing I found that this year I really enjoyed. I'm not going to show you the actual product because it's too much, but it was basically oil paints and oil painting. I discovered this year that I actually enjoy this. I never thought I would, even though I've always wanted to try and really give it a real try. I never thought I would actually enjoy this. But this piece here was the one that I was like, yes, this, I like it. Because I was able to blend the colors, I was able to mix them, I was able to play around with everything. And I have a long way to go with this, okay, but it was definitely a medium that I found out this year that I actually enjoyed. I had used like oil paints in the past, like in high school, but I used them as acrylics. I didn't use them as oil paints. I fucked up. I used them once, hated it, moved on. And I didn't really understand the concept of oil paints until like, you know, recently I figured out what they were and everything and how to do them. And I've been having fun. I actually did 2 videos of these. The first time ever trying, it was this, oh, I hate this painting. I fucked it up so bad. I didn't even care about it. It took months to dry. That's how much I fucked it up. This cat painting, it took me months to dry. I literally did this in July, and by the time I did this painting, this was not dry yet. So much so it ruined the other page. So yeah, I still am thinking of if I'm gonna like prime these and varnish them. I'm gonna test it out with the cat one because I don't care if I ruin it. But really, I really had so much fun with this. The colors are vibrant, the paints are so vibrant and luscious. And I don't know, I didn't think it was gonna be that fun. I had a lot of fun with it, and I was really positively surprised, and I'm so happy that I tried them, and I definitely want to do a lot more with oil paints in the future, and hopefully fill up this sketchbook next year. And yeah, so yeah, oil paints are like one of my favorites this year, funny enough. It's actually the only paints I have for this favorites video, but it is what it is. I really enjoyed them. Next up, we have gel pens. Now, it's not every single kind of gel pen, and it's just this one. I love this one, although it does clog a bit, and it's this really fine point little gel pen. It's amazing. I love it. It's very fine. You can get really nice details with it. You can draw really small, and I had a lot of fun during vacation drawing with this. I'm actually realizing right now it's basically empty. It has this much ink in it, but I really had a lot of fun with this, and I only used it this summer, and I had so much fun. I enjoyed the straight lines, the clear lines, everything. It does get really clogged up, so I'm hoping to try the Muji gel pens because I heard they are fantastic and kind of similar to this one. So those are the ones I'm gonna leave linked down below. But I really enjoyed it, and it's so stupid because it's such a basic thing, but ballpoint pen has always been my go-to when it comes to pens or fine liners. I don't enjoy fine liners. They get really wobbly, so I really don't enjoy drawing with them, but somehow, for some weird reason, I really enjoyed drawing with this pen. And this is a pen I got from the Philippines. My mom brought it for me from the Philippines. I don't have any other one like this, so I'm definitely gonna have to try out the Muji ones next. But it's I don't know. You get really clean lines, you can get a lot of different effects, and it makes you have to draw everything with thought before. So you have to think. Like ballpoint pen, you don't actually have to think. You can have construction lines and everything really lightly and then go over darker. But with this, you have to, like, it's all or nothing. Like, what you're drawing is gonna be there and you have to live with it. So it was a really nice different experience of drawing with this, and I had a lot of fun, and I hope to become better with it. So it was just another thing I really liked this year. So another pen, this is mainly pens, okay, that I really enjoyed using this year, and it is another one of my favorites, is the Sakura Pigma Sensei pen. This is in 0.6 millimeters, and it's basically this kind of like bullet tip pen. I had a lot of fun with this. I genuinely did a lot of drawings with this, and I'll definitely like insert them, but I had a lot of fun drawing with this. Again, it's another pen where you have to like commit to the line that you just made, but I had so much fun. You get a lot of variability. The shade of black is very, very black. I love it. It's very, very dark, and you can do a little bit of everything. And just because of like the thickness of this and how like you play around with the lines and you're freehanding things, it looks really, really nice, and it's different. I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope to do it more. And it also like encouraged me to freehand more and just create from my own mind without any reference and just freehand things. And so I had a lot of fun with this, and definitely gonna use it more on my sketchbook for sure. So the next one is kind of a thing. It's not new, and it's not my favorite like technically this year, but it's one thing that I've been using a lot, and it is the Pilot Color Eno pencil, mechanical pencil. Now, I've used the Pilot Color Eno lead for a really long time. The mechanical pencil I got like I think last year maybe. And the thing with these leads is they're very, very soft, and they will clog up every single mechanical pencil you own. So these are 0.7 millimeters. They will clog everything. They will break inside of your pencil. They will leave like pink inside of your pencil, mechanical pencil, and they're terrible. They really fuck up mechanical pencils. I've fucked up like 3 mechanical pencils so far by using these leads. And because of, so I just kind of gave up and bought the actual mechanical pencil. It's kind of disgusting, the silicone, the rubber thingy, but this has not clogged up once. Like I said, they would clog up recurrently. They would break my lead. Actually, they would break my lead constantly, and I would waste a ton of lead because they were constantly breaking. and this one hasn't broken once. It is perfect for it. Obviously, like, it's made for it, right? But you just think, oh, it's a mechanical pencil, I can use whatever I have. Like, I have stuff at home, I'll just use what I have at home. No, with this lead, it has to be the original pencil. It is amazing, and I hope to get like the purple one to use with the purple lead, because I use the purple lead on another one and it's gonna clog up eventually. So I'm definitely like looking forward to buying more of these, because I just love this. I genuinely love this. I love this lead because it doesn't like transfer for the other side. It goes away when you paint with watercolors. It's amazing. I love red lead, or just colored lead in general, and this mechanical pencil is definitely the way to go. If you use lead and you have those issues, buy this. This is the way to go. So finally, but definitely not least, is Procreate. So this is actually a recurrent one. So I had this one as my favorite last year because I kind of got a passion for Procreate last year, and this year I wanted to include something digitally. And even though I am starting on the realm of Photoshop and I do want to try other softwares for drawing, makes me appreciate Procreate even more, how easy and intuitive it is. It's so easy, and sometimes you're like on Photoshop and you have to figure like a tool and how to move things around, and you have to do this and that to move. It's so annoying. And on Procreate, it's just there, like you just click and it's done. Like, you can do things so quickly, you have so many tools. And it really made me appreciate Procreate even more, and feel like drawing only on Procreate now. But definitely Photoshop is definitely worth, like, you know, gaining experience in. But for sure, like, Procreate is fantastic. You pay once, not like Photoshop that you constantly have to pay. You pay once and you have it for life, and it's freaking amazing. It's an amazing software. If you're new to like the art, like digital art realm, if you struggle a lot, or if you just want like a quicker way to paint and like to take with you on the go, like Procreate is the way to go. I wouldn't even advise you like the Photoshop version for iPad. I haven't tried it, but if you're gonna do like if you're gonna use your iPad to draw, go Procreate route. It's not that expensive. Anyone can give like, I think it's what, 10 euros or whatever for that program. It's definitely worth the money, and it's freaking fantastic. Honestly, it is fantastic. And the Photoshop brushes work on Procreate, so you can just transfer your Photoshop brushes to Procreate and just use them. You might have to tweak a few things, but they work pretty well. And it's just so intuitive and easy, and it's made for the iPad. So 100% go for it. Go with the Procreate. It's definitely so much easier. It's so good, so good. 10 out of 10 to recommend, basically. So yeah, these were my favorites this year. I know it's not like, oh my god, so many fantastic things. It was a simpler year this year. I did mostly like sketching and digital drawing and stuff, like I said earlier. So I don't have like a bunch of paints that I tried this year or whatever. I do hope to try other stuff next year and to have a few other favorites to share with you guys. But this year, these were genuinely the things that I loved using, and maybe they're simple, but they're just so simple that you wouldn't think of getting them, and then when you do, you're like, fucking hell, why didn't I do this before? I don't know why I feel bad to not bring like, oh, this paint, oh, these brushes, oh, like, I don't know why I feel bad about that, but definitely like, these were my favorites this year. Share with me in the comments down below what your favorites this year were. I definitely would love to know, and I also want to get like inspiration for new art supplies to try out, like that you guys are really enjoying. So it's always nice to like exchange some info. So let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!